Tim Lake, Domhnall Gleeson, starts to describe himself and his family. He was always too tall, too thin, and too orange. His mother, Lindsay Duncan, was usually unsentimental. His father James, Bill Nighy, was a former university professor who now enjoys his free time reading and playing table tennis. His uncle Desmond, Richard Cordery, was a bit odd and presumably has Alzheimer's, and his sister Catherine, nicknamed Kit Kat, Lydia Wilson, was free-spirited. The family has spent many joyful occasions together on the beach and at home in Cornwall, England, as Tim recalls. Tim's parents host a New Year's Eve party, which Tim is none too fond of attending. He and his friend Jay, Will Merrick, clumsily stumble into a table which spills drinks and bottles everywhere, even onto some guests. Kit Kat hooks up with a guy named Jimmy Kincaid, Tom Hughes, while a pretty young blonde woman show interest in Tim. When everybody counts down to midnight, the woman leans in to kiss Tim, but he instead shakes her hand and wishes her a happy new year. The woman is visibly disappointed while everybody else is kissing their significant others. The next morning, Tim meets with his father in the family's den. James informs him of a big family secret that his own father shared with him when he turned 21. Apparently, the men in the family have the ability to travel through time. Tim is dumbfounded and doubts what his father just told him, but he asks how this task is accomplished. James tells him to go into a dark place, close his eyes, clench his fists tight, and think of the exact moment he wants to go to, and he will find himself there. Of course, he adds, there are limits to his time traveling, as he can only go to moments in his own life, as he cannot kill Hitler or shag Helen of Troy. Tim goes into the wardrobe in his bedroom to make this attempt. He does what James told him, and he suddenly hears the Killer's song, Mr. Brightside, playing loudly, and he is stunned to see he is wearing the same outfit he wore at the New Year's Eve party. He avoids bumping into the table, and when the countdown to midnight happens, he grabs the blonde woman and kisses her, much to her satisfaction. Tim returns to the present to express his astonishment to his father. He asks Tim what he plans on using this ability for, and he answers that he'd really like to use it to get a girlfriend.